So how I wanted to begin this video was I wanted to talk about what I would do if I was in charge of a beta for a game, if I was in charge of putting together the beta, what kind of maps I include, how I would do that. So if I was to do a beta, I would put a large variety of maps. I'd want people to understand that we have variety in our maps, that it's not all the same. And also I'd want to do that with the guns as well. I wouldn't put all the best guns in the game. I wouldn't put all the worst guns in the game. I would mix it up so that you get a good variety of what we have. Also, I wouldn't like to put a lot of guns that look exactly the same in the game as well. That would just be weird. Also, I'd want to do the same with our tactical and lethal equipment. I would want to put a large variety of what is in there as well. So that's how I would start a beta. Now, I think that's a good direction to go, and I think that's what these games want to do. They want to get you hyped for the game, right? They want to get you excited for it. Now, after the beta, looking back on it and my thoughts during the beta was this is a fun game. It's kind of cool. I like it. I had some good times playing it. I have some issues though. First, I'm going to start with the maps, and I'm going to try to be very careful not to touch on anything that they can fix before the game gets launched. Of course, I'm not a game developer, so I'm not sure how much they can fix before the game actually comes out, but I'm going to try to not complain about things that they can easily fix, that I'm aware of that they could easily fix. So, to begin with the maps, I think the maps are a lot like Ghosts. There's a lot of detail. There is too much going on. And I think at times it makes it hard to see. That was the problem with Ghosts. You couldn't see your enemy a lot. Not necessarily in this game is it hard to see your enemy, but you get distracted by a lot. There is a lot going on, a lot to take in visually. Secondly, I think the maps lack creativity. I am not excited to play any of the maps in the beta. I don't like them. I think they're standard. I don't think that there's any creativity. When I'm talking creativity, I think of Black Ops 3 and maps like Aquarium, for example. And they were also very simple. Not simple in design necessarily, but simple in graphics. You didn't have a ton of stuff going on that distracted you. Aquarium took place in an aquarium. I was excited to play that map because you had water parts of it where you could go underwater, you could pop up. There were a lot of different ways you could play it. It was fun to play and it was creative. You had bright colors, you had neatly placed obstacles, you had neatly placed water sections. I thought that was fun. I think a lot of the maps from Black Ops are fun, and I think Treyarch typically does a good job in making fun maps. Just look at Nuketown, probably the most popular map from any Call of Duty ever. Now, also with these maps, I have an issue with the design pathways. For instance, maps like Point du Hoc, that is the trench map. I feel like when I play Domination, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Domination, but in this game anyway, Point B is placed right in the middle of 6 or 7 different attack routes. So you can get attacked from 6 or 7 directions. For me, that's not fun. I do not like that. I was trying to capture B multiple times, and I either had to have a ton of enemies or a ton of friendlies there, you know, friends, helping me out to capture that point very quickly before anybody could shoot me in the back before I got shot. I couldn't normally when I capture a point. I can lay down, look in one direction, 1 or 2 directions, maybe plant a mine in the other direction or a claymore or something, and be okay by myself. Maybe okay, but unless somebody jumps out in front of me and they mow me down, then not. But I do not like that. And when you're trying to play team deathmatch, I specifically avoid those maps, those routes where there are a ton of different ways you can get attacked from, and that's not fun for me because that limits. These maps already are based on a 3-lane approach, so you have the sides and then you have the middle. Now when the middle is completely butchered for me, I try to go to the sides. It limits my few options of attack from 3 down to 2, so now I have 2 modes of attack, and I do not like that. because you can get a sniper on Sniper Alley on either one of those flanks and you're done. Now, I don't want to complain about the guns. They can fix the guns, so I'm not going to mention anything about it, because that was a big gripe that I had in my first video. So, on the... just trying to think, what was the... So, you do not have anything new in this game, I feel. I feel that this game is not bringing anything new to the table. Now, I have seen everything in this game, at least from the beta. I have seen all of it from other games, not necessarily Call of Duty. I will make my voice heard that I think this game is ripping off Battlefield 1 easily. It is taking a lot of things from Battlefield 1, especially like the bayonet charge is like the exact same, and it's the exact same buttons, it's the exact same animations, and it does the exact same thing. I don't get how they can say that. And the score streaks remind me of Battlefield 1. Honestly, this game got me excited when I was playing it. I wanted to play Battlefield 1. Because in Battlefield 1, I can hop into a jet anytime I want. I don't have to get a large score streak that I only get maybe 1 out of every 10 games in order to get in a fighter jet. But that's fine. This is faster gameplay. Whatever. I just don't see anything new coming to the table. I honestly think, why would I play this game when I have better versions of this game? I have games that do the things that this game does better, and they're the originals. For instance, and I don't have to spend money on it. I don't have to spend another $60. At least I pre-ordered the special edition or whatever, so that's costing me $100. I might cancel that. I'm not too sure yet. And why would I spend money on that when I have the original games on my Xbox One? Or I could even play Call of Duty Ghosts if I want to get shot in the back a lot. I could play those, and those are the originals, and they do it better. They have better maps. They were the originals with the equipment. They have better equipment. And also, I'm not a big fan of this time period. I know maybe a lot of you guys are, and that's cool. This is more of an opinion thing. I'm not a big fan of the World War II era. I like when I have options with my equipment, when it's somewhat futuristic. And if you think about it, they tried to go back to its roots, right? They said they're going to bring Call of Duty back to its roots. But when you ask the Call of Duty community what are their favorite Call of Duties, they are almost always Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, COD 4 in some instances, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1. All of those nearly are taking place in the modern day, with the exception of Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. Those are the community's favorite Call of Duties. Why would they go back to World War II? I haven't personally met anybody, I haven't heard anybody say that World at War is their favorite Call of Duty. COD 2 is their favorite Call of Duty. COD 3 is their favorite Call of Duty. It just doesn't happen because you don't have the options for versatile equipment. And I'm not sure if they're going to bring anything in the full game as far as tactical equipment that you could use that is really fun. I don't see it. I'm not sure if there's anything from the time period that I'm not aware of that they could be bringing possibly, but they didn't bring anything new in the beta. So I'm not too happy about that. Yes, so this is my question to you guys. Is it time to say goodbye to Call of Duty? I honestly would think that maybe it is. If this game came out last year, the only reason I may buy this game and not cancel my pre-order is because it's not coming up. There aren't any other big shooters really coming out this year. There's Battlefront 2, but everybody's pretty skeptical about that because the first one sucked. There's no big shooters coming out this year. That might be the only reason that I get it. Last year, if this game came out last year, I think it would have been stonewalled by Battlefield 1 and Titanfall 2. I think they would have destroyed it. I know Destiny's coming out. I think that comes out tonight or tomorrow. Not too sure. But Destiny 2, I'm not a big fan of Destiny 2. I don't like I don't like the Halo style gameplay. Not really my thing. But this game's coming out 2 months later. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough time for Destiny to kill Call of Duty. I don't think so. I think this game is going to excel. I think people are going to buy this game. I think it's going to have a great launch. I really do. Now, do I think that people are going to get sick of it quick in 3-4 months? Yeah, I really do. Because we've seen this so many times. This is just the same game repackaged. Sure, they added a few new things like classes and I'm sorry, the different branches of the military. I keep forgetting what those are called. But that is basically just perks. Those are just perks given a different name. They just took perks and they gave it that name. It's annoying. They're not doing anything new. There's no innovation. That is why I'm upset here. That is why I'm asking you guys the question, is it time to say goodbye to Call of Duty? Now, I'd really appreciate it if you guys leave your responses down in the comments. I would definitely be sure to check those out. And also, you know, subscribe if you like content, you want more of it. Make sure you hit the notifications bell just so you get an update every time I make a video. Also, drop a like if you did like the video. So please answer that question for me, guys. Just drop it in the comments, and I will have a conversation with you guys. And maybe you'll change my mind, and maybe I'll do a follow-up video telling you guys about how I think Call of Duty World War II will be wonderful, and how you guys should go out and buy it. I don't think that's gonna happen, but if you guys can convince me, please do. I would love to see the light. But anyway, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.